What's up there, Gotcha Gang? Kawaii50 here with another War of the Visions video. I know it's been a little while since we did one, but I promise this one's gonna be exciting enough to make up for all the time we've been on the same banner, because we are getting Lucia. I'm gonna be real with you all, just straight up. Lucia is incredible. Let's talk about why. So let's start with Lucia's 3 jobs, and her first job is brand new and unique to her right now. It is the double gunner. That's right, she dual wields pistols like Dante from Devil May Cry series, which is magnificent. I bet she even likes pizza too. She also has Hunter, which is a very, very good job to pair with legitimately any ranged class, as well as Monk. Now, when we go into these class abilities, I've definitely got to reiterate to you guys that Lucia, like a bunch of other characters in this game, is going to be dealing one type of damage mainly. And we want to maximize the damage potential for that single type of damage, because this, my friends, is what is going to end up making her a monster and the absolute queen of PvP, completely displacing Frederica. Not saying that Frederica's bad, just Lucia is better. So looking at Lucia's stats, she's got a decent HP pool at 1,812, as well as a whopping 248 attack. But that is just base, because she does get additional attack from a couple of other sources that we'll talk about in just a minute. She also has 202 dexterity, 4 range, and 3 move, which that 4 range and 3 move is going to make her very, very mobile around the battlefield, and she's going to be able to easily snipe the first PvP opponent you face. Take out that caster pretty much immediately. Now, as for those 2 sources of additional attack, those come from both a bonus on her ability board as well as her master ability. The bonus on her ability board is attack plus 20%, and from her master ability, she's going to get an additional 10% on top of that, on top of Earth Killer plus 15%. So I know you've been seeing a ton of level 99 Monts hanging out in PvP. Well, gang, their days are numbered, because Lucia is here to execute them. Lucia also gets a bonus to her range thanks to her Trust Master accessory. The Boots of Enchantment will give her range plus 1, as well as increase her own agility for 3 turns. She also gets a solid 142 HP, 10 evade, 7 agility, and 5 defense. But it is that ability, and namely that range plus 1, that is just so good for her kit. Lucia inherently houses some incredible abilities thanks to her double gunner main commands. The pride and joy of this entire set is definitely quadruple shot, and deals small damage to a target 4 times in a row. This is not only important for just building chains in PvP logistically, but on top of that, you know, all of those quests you might be having difficulty on, where you have to form a chain of 2 or more in order to get some special extra reward on it. Well, if you throw Lucia in your party and you use quadruple shot once, bam, instantly cleared that objective. And we are going to be getting more objectives that are beyond just 2, so having a chance to chain that much is just going to make getting rewards a lot easier, and it's going to make your life a lot easier as well. On top of that, she's got double shot, which deals heavy damage to a target consecutively, as well as firing position, which increases the shooting attack of her and all allies within an area, and also increases her own defense piercing rate. And that is one of the other most powerful things about Lucia as well, is the fact that she is able to just completely and utterly pierce enemy defenses. And I'm actually just going to put up the entire list of Lucia's double gunner subcommands, because everything we are going to be taking for her kit is going to come exclusively from this tree. It is just that good, everybody. Stun Shot is pretty great, has a chance to inflict stun to units within an area. It's basically like her own miniature stun grenade. She's got Horizontal Shot, which is going to deal decent damage to units within an area. And of course, Smoke Screen, which increases her own evasion and defense for 3 turns. Give her a little bit of an extra chance to survive. On top of that, we've got her 2 passive abilities, as well as her reaction ability sitting firmly within this tree. Shot Mastery is going to increase her shooting attack. That is her main source of damage, and that is all the damage her abilities deal. So why don't we go ahead and boost that up so they deal more damage. She also gets Tune Up, which is especially important because when completely maxed at level 20, that is going to grant Lucia agility plus 12%, but more importantly, she will ignore 40% of her target's defense. So you're facing an Engelbert, you're facing a Mont, no big deal. She is just going to shred through those shields because her dual guns are just that dope. And finally, we are going to take Pre-Fire for her reaction ability. It gives her a chance to counterattack first against physical attacks. More importantly, she is counterattacking first, so she'll deal her damage before the damage is dealt to her, Billy the Kid style, and she might even have a chance to just straight up execute her target. It's wild. And finally, to top all of this off, Lucia does come with a coveted Limit Burst. Her Limit Burst deals heavy damage to a target consecutively, so you're gonna build up those chains, and it also has a chance to inflict Immobilize and Disabled on the target. So if you're super lucky, you're going to both immobilize and disable your target, turning them into a sitting duck for the rest of your team to wail on. Man, if I didn't sell to you that this girl is absolutely incredible in PvP by now, I really don't know what to tell you. Now, what Esper might you want to equip to Lucia? Well, right now, I would definitely recommend Odin since he is the current PvP king and he is going to give her Man-Eater. Plus, she doesn't have her best option in the game quite yet. Eventually, there is an Esper coming to the game called Tetra Sylphid, which I would definitely recommend because it not only buffs up Lucia's shooting attack, but it also grants additional stacks of Earth Killer. So she is going to be able to even more easily deal with any of those Earth-type enemies in PvP. And finally, for her vision card, I'm going to chuck 2 UR options out here for you that I think are really just the best things to give her. We're going to start with, of course, Scion of House Beowulf, one of the best vision cards in the game. Of course, she's not going to benefit from that slashing attack bonus, but she is going to benefit from that agility plus boost that you will give to the entire party, including herself as a result. That is the prize from this vision card, and that is definitely something worth looking for. Other than that, I can definitely recommend Freezer of All Shiva. This not only grants party-wide evade plus, but on top of that, it also grants ice attack resistance. Lucia innately has a lowered resistance to ice attacks, and there are tons of Medienas out there in PvP looking to make her a target. So if you go ahead and give her this, I guarantee she's going to have a little bit of extra survivability against those ice mages gunning for her over anyone else. And that's it, gang. I hope you were able to tell from the excitement in my voice that Lucia is just an absolutely incredible unit who is completely and utterly worth your time to roll for, especially if you're diving into PvP and you really want to climb up that ladder and take it seriously. Lucia is incredibly strong, her dual gunner class is absolutely crazy with the abilities that it gives her, and she is designed from the ground up to take down one of the most pervasive units in both match PvP, arena, and guild wars as well. But I want to know your thoughts, of course. Go ahead and let us know down below what you think about Lucia, if you've maybe been saving for her, if you're ready to roll for her. I know there are some people that completely skipped the Thunder God Sid banner because they knew Lucia was coming and they decided she was the better investment. If that's one of you, I definitely want to know. Anyways, this is Kawaii50, hoping you have a phenomenal day, and we'll see you all in our next video.